Hey everyone, welcome back in. Today is our final preseason game. The regular season is a couple days away against the New Orleans Pelicans, so I'm excited for that. But today's matchup is just like we started the preseason. We're going to end it against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's just get right into the preview. Today's game is going to be at the United Center, 7 p.m. Central Time. The TV channels are going to be Chicago Sports Network. Hopefully they fix the scoring bug issue. Valley Sports Ohio for all the Ohio people. And League Pass for everybody out of market. The radio is 670 Score for the Chicagoans. And WTAM for everyone in Ohio. 106.9 FM as well. If you're a betting person, Bulls are a plus 3.5. And the over-under is 225.5. Let's go right into the matchup itself. We played them in the first game, like I said, and the Bulls came out running the floor really well. They definitely try to implement new philosophies, and that's what it's about in preseason, just to get some rhythm down. We did not play really good defensively, especially that first unit. They played about 20 minutes, give or take. Players, I know Kobe played a little bit more than I wanted to. But they did show what they're trying to do offensively and defensively. The second unit played really well in that game. The first unit, as we expected, though, will have its defensive liabilities this year. And with the more minutes they play, it's going to be bad for the scoring on the other side. But I think it was good game. It's a good test for the Chicago Bulls as well. They have a really good defensive team, and then in the paint, they're really good at protecting it with Allen back there. I'm for Vooch as well. Vooch tends to do a lot of jump shooting against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He does go at Allen sometimes, but it's not often. So I like this matchup, to see against a good defensive team, get to play them 2 times in the preseason is a win in my book. 3-point field goals also, we shot a lot of them in the first game. I expect the same in this one as well. I like that the Bulls are shooting a lot of threes. I know that in the past I've been really skeptical of the Bulls shooting threes with the roster we have. I just think with DeMar DeRozan and the way we ran the offense the last 2 years without Lonzo, it was stagnant. We were bottom in pace throughout the last few years, and that's not a way to get some open 3-point shots. So with the Bulls playing fast, I'm all for shooting threes. We definitely could win the analytical battle that way. That's what the AK has said and Billy has said they wanted to do. So if we're going to go that route, we need to do it properly. I don't think in a offensive stagnant ISO, dribbling the whole time possessions is not the way to do it. Ball swings and player movement and fast break is how you get these open 3-point shots. So taking contested threes is not going to be the answer. I think we have better 3-point shooters now than we did last year and the year prior. Kobe has really excelled in catch and shoot opportunities. I broke down his video last month. He really excels in catch and shoot field goal percentage in 2s and especially in 3s. Zach LaVine is another catch and shoot threat. And then we're having Lonzo back and Giddey trying to get these guys set up, and having ball swings from one side of the court to the other will give these guys some open shots. So I like the 3-point idea this time around. I hope we stay consistent with playing fast and passing the ball. So far, Zach LaVine, in my opinion, he's been a little aggressive in the first couple games, but actually he's kind of settled in a little bit as the preseason went on, and he's looked pretty efficient as he usually does. So I kind of like the role that Zach LaVine's buying into now. He understands that DeMar is gone. It's his time again, even though I think it's Kobe's. But Zach LaVine, he wants to be that lead person. And I'm cool with it as long as he plays in the team style orientation, not just ISO everything. But, man, he's doing pretty good this preseason along with Kobe. And then Ball and Giddey playing together is a huge plus in my opinion. I saw Billy use that lineup a few times the other day when Ball came back, And I like that because they got two guys that are pass first. That means the ball will be moving with those two guys on the floor. And you saw instantly Ball's connection with Levine in the past. He had when Zach Levine cuts from the baseline or from the three-pointer down the baseline to get an easy dunk. He missed the pass, but Lonzo put that perfectly. They have a connection built already. So him establishing that with Giddey and Lonzo on the court at the same time, that opens up Zach Levine's game. And also you saw Giddey and Lonzo, dime to Kobe wide open in the three. And Kobe would knock that shot down. He don't need that much space. So Kobe shooting, with catch and shoot opportunities this year more than running the playmaking is a huge plus. But that being said, Kobe will be playmaking because Lonzo and Giddey pass the ball court fast. And who they usually pass to is going to be Kobe at that half-court mark. When they're playing together, maybe it'll be pass up to Giddey or pass up to Lonzo. But either way, Kobe will get his playmaking opportunities. THT and Dalen and Smith, I would like to see a lot in this game. I think even Dorte, I like to see what we have in them. Get them some routine as well. I think with the waving of Kenny Lofton Jr. yesterday, he didn't get much of an opportunity to showcase what he has done, and I believe that shouldn't be the case with the Bulls players in preseason. They should get opportunity to show what they could do, and then because he only had one game which he produced, so it's kind of bad because he actually did what he was supposed to do, and then he got waived. So I think we should see what we have, especially with Dalen. He hasn't had much of an opportunity the last few years. I know they like development, and I know Dalen needed a lot of development, but still the preseason is built for this. Regular season comes, I get that, but in the preseason, they should be getting minutes. And the Bulls, they have been all over the place in their minutes. It's kind of different from what Billy used to do. He used to increase their minutes as the games go on, but they've been all over the place this season. And we have an extra game this year, 5 games. Maybe that's the reason, but their minutes have been all over the place. While Cleveland, they're pretty much around 20 minutes average a game. So we kind of could expect the same thing this time, unless they want to ramp them up to see what game speed is like, before the first game of the regular season. So we'll see with that. Let's get into the projected starting lineups. For Cleveland, we got Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland. I actually don't think Matt Strus is going to be here. They have this on the NBA site, but Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, maybe Karis LeVert will get the start over Max Strus. For the Bulls, it'll be Zach Levine, Kobe White, Josh Giddey, Patrick Williams, and Nikola Vucevic. We'll see. I think that will still be the case for the Bulls. We'll get more of an update here soon. And the injury report for the Cavs is got Bates out with a knee. He's not going to play. And Sam Morrell, he's got a wrist injury. His game time decision, I think he's going to play through that. And Max Strus with his hip, I don't know if he's going to play. They've been kind of cautious with him. And then for the Bulls, Montas, he got a lower leg injury. I think he's going to play. He missed last games. And Io, he's got a shoulder injury. He went out during the game, so I don't know about Io yet. We didn't get an update. Julian Phillips, I believe, is going to be out. He had a rib contusion. That's one where you're not trying to save. You either got the rib injury or you don't. The shoulder, it could be sore, but ribs are another story. Dalen Terry, he got a knee injury. He's a game time decision as well. I think maybe just Phillips is out. I kind of would like Phillips to be with the team and play for this game because he has really been, the MVP in my eyes of the preseason, because the preseason is all about, getting the cohesion together, getting the rhythm back, and seeing what you have on the roster. And Phillips hasn't gotten the huge opportunities the last couple of years either, even though last year he's got a little bit more. This year is supposed to be his leap. So I think Phillips, man, if he could be on the court to get back in that rhythm, would be great. He's shooting the ball so good. And then, so with Chris Duarte not getting many minutes, he's also not really showing much these first few preseason games. I would like to see him get an extended run this game. I think he's a talented player. I know a lot of people are on social media and all the podcasts are kind of bashing him. Man, this guy could hoop. Like, we got to be patient with him. Josh Giddey as well. Josh Giddey has struggled a little bit from the floor. I think with him being out with that ankle injury, he has to get his rhythm back as well on his scoring touch because, he was doing pretty well at the Olympics. And I think he's going to be fine. He's still doing all the other things. He leads our team in blocks for the preseason. Like, you don't expect that from Josh Giddey. But he's definitely doing everything else on the floor. His defense is a little tough, even though he's got the blocks. And then his scoring stuff. But it'll come. It will come. I believe that Josh does so much for the Bulls that it's unseen on the stats. Like, you could see the way he plays, how he pushes the ball, how he gets us in offense. A lot of the people will watch the game and don't see that type of stuff. But if you play basketball before and you could see it, firsthand what he's doing. And he makes the right calls. Even though he's not scoring, we don't need him to score. Would I like him to score? Yeah. I think he needs to improve that shot, with Patton for sure, because, Lonzo Ball is going to be a good role model for him because he had to do that as well. He had to change his game after a few years of being in the league, change his shot, and he changed it, and now look at him. So I don't think Josh Giddey will have that problem. So I'm excited for the Bulls, and I think this game is going to be a good game. And we'll see who wins, but I'm going to go and bet on our Bulls that they're going to win. And I'll see you guys after the game.